after being like exhausted from the weekend, and every single fucking customer is an idiot.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Story
no.
of my goddamn life.
They have no
Story
brain
of
cells.
my goddamn life.
No.
I found out that one of the idiot customers that got pissed at me because of their conflicting directions is the front of house manager of the hotel that I'm staying at.
Nice.
That's cool.
So I hope nothing goes wrong.
Well, it does. We know what happened.
Yeah. Well, it's the fireworks stand, so it's the same thing every day. I explain the deals to the people, and they'll be like, "Yeah, yeah," like they're listening. But then I have to hold their hand and walk them through the deals after I've already explained them. So they'll be like,
Mhm.
"Wait," because they'll be like, "Okay, so it's a buy one get two free, and you can mix and match anything, same price or lower." So they'll browse around and they'll pick an item and they'll be like, "Wait, so I don't just have to get 3 of these? I can get I can 2 of the same price or lower?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yes, darling, you can. Now run
That's
along.
crazy.
You can do that.
Mhm. I love dealing with customer bullshit while I'm at work, being like, I could fall asleep right fucking now. I swear to God, I could do it right in front of this fucking customer.
Yeah.
Also, every customer who walks into Barnes & Noble does not know what the title or author of this very specific book they're looking for is, and it kills me every single time.
Which that is insane because you
It's
would think that they're literate.
they it's like they expect me to know it for them, and I don't. I had one customer once who was like, "Would it help if I gave you the ISBN?" And I was like, "Oh my God, you're amazing. Please give me the ISBN. That's the most helpful piece of information you could possibly give me right
Wait,
now."
they didn't have the title or the author, but they had the ISBN?
No, that one person had literally everything prepared, but they were like, I don't know if it would help you. And I'm like, please,
Oh,
you're the
okay.
most prepared person. It would be so funny if they didn't know the title, but they were like, I don't know the title, but I know the ISBN. Does that help?
One of my favorite things that's been happening this year is people picking up a firework and being like, "Oh my gosh, I remember this from last year." And it's a firework we've never sold before.
Just like,
I'm very
yeah,
happy.
look great, right?
Yeah,
Buy
it
one,
was
get two
nice.
free.
You want to get it again?
I had a customer recently who was looking for a book, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. That book isn't out yet. And she said to me, grown ass woman, by the way, she was like, but ChatGPT said
Oh.
it was out already. And I was like,
Oh.
well, I'm telling you it's not. Sorry. What the
Shit.
fuck?
You should have looked her in the eye.
ChatGPT doesn't work here. I do.
Yeah.
Should have looked her.
Does not work here. It also is not Google. Sorry.
She's like, you look her in the eyes and go, "Chat GPT doesn't is not always right."
Got him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. I love all customers equally.
Yes.
Why would you do
Is
that
the
to
equal
yourself?
amount 0?
Yeah.
I love all customers equally.
They're all so great. I love it when I say hello to them and they do not acknowledge my existence.
Oh my God. Or I'm like, hi, how you doing today? And they're just nothing. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself.
With a blank stare, and I'm like, I'm the only one here. You have to interact with me.
That doesn't even bother me too much, but it's when they don't say anything, but they're kind of hovering in the vicinity, and you can't tell if they need something or if they don't, and so you approach and then they look at you, but then look back, and you're like, are you fucking ordering or not? Move!
It's like when I have to yell maybe 7 different times. I can help the next person in line until like they have to get the person behind them in line to be like,
They are
she
just
can fucking help you right now, please.
they are just in their own little world as you're like,
Yeah.
hey.
Excuse me. Next
Oh
person
my
in
god.
line.
And so for the oh god, I don't know if you guys know how ordering works at Panda Express, but you get either plate, bowl, bowl plate or bigger plate for 1 entree, 2 entrees, 3 entrees, with a side as well, and they put it into the container as you're ordering, and you move down the line, Subway style.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of times where so we write down what they want, so that way the next person, because as you're going down the counter, you go to a different person, depending how busy it is. So we write down what they want, and the amount of times I've said, okay, anything else for you, and they repeat the order that they just gave me. Because I haven't teleported, 15 feet to my left and put stuff in there. Ma'am, anything else other than that? I hear you. What else do you want? Go home. Don't be here.
It's also a thing that I don't know if this ever happens to you guys at retail places, because the only retail place I've worked at is the fireworks stand, and I feel like people think that they can go a little crazy there, but people who go there and try to name their own deals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had someone try to haggle with me. And I was like, I don't fucking care how much. I will be paid the exact same whether you buy these books or not.
It's
Sorry.
like, buddy, I don't set the prices. You have
Yeah.
to pay what it is, unfortunately.
And it's worse when I did a couple of shifts at a place that had Pokemon cards. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
Some guy was like, if you let me buy 5 more packs, I'll buy the premium membership. And I was like, why do I give a shit? Why do I care?
Really?
I would give you less if I could.
It is really like that. They're like, you really, really want me to get this deal, and I'm like, I don't really care.
And oh god, it was bad at Starbucks because people would kind of try to game the system and then get unreasonably pissed when they couldn't. Like, instead of a latte, they'd order 2 shots of espresso in a grande cup with a splash of steamed milk and be like, please fill it to the top. And I was like, ma'am, I can't fucking do that.
Oh my!
And
I
you
got in
know
so
this.
many fights with people over
Oh.
that.
And it's like, look, I can't blame you for trying, but once you know you're beat, just don't just be like, all right, I tried.
Yeah,
And
I
I
wish
gotta-
when I said like, no, sorry, I can't do that, customers would like give up and be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's I guess how it works.
You just
Like, you
need to be
gave it your-
meaner and taller.
I'm trying to be taller. I can't wear my platform shoes to work.
Hate crime.
Just be 6'3". For
Okay.
some reason, they don't talk back to you when you're 6'3".
But you also have to not be a lady of any kind.
Yeah, just
No.
don't be a lady.
Or visibly
don't be
queer.
small or queer. Just be like the
Oh.
straightest, most average white boy of taller height and look them dead in the eyes and go, no.
Well, but you also can't be skinny or nerdy looking because then they'll sense weakness.
And then they go and they say, "Can I talk to your manager?" And then I have to come over and be like, "No."
Okay,
Noted. So
yeah,
the
I will
next
not
time-
be a woman or small anymore.
The next time
Yay.
someone
Yay.
tries to argue with me, I will just pop on the mustache and pop on the binder.
Next time a customer starts arguing with me, I'm going to start barking at them. Or I'll like start fucking crying and just see what they do with that.
Honestly, I've seen the strat of starting to just cry in front of customers when they're mean to you, and I'm like, that makes sense because everyone else around is like, okay, well, you're the asshole.
Yeah,
who
they're like, oh,
made
this
them
asshole
cry.
made this person cry.
And then they have to be like, oh shit, I have to acknowledge that you're a human being and not my wage slave little
That's crazy.
bitch boy. So I have to be nice to you.
See, the problem
Fortunately,
is when you're
I
handling.
can't do that. Oh yeah, because if you're the supervisor on duty, you can't be the one crying. You gotta assert dominance in the situation. Be like, no, get out. If you
Jamie,
cry, you're
I
weak.
will come to your job and cry on your behalf should you ever need it.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Hard-
rude and I
hard
go,
hands.
hang on, I gotta make a phone call.
Yeah, gotta make a phone call. Also, like, wait an hour and a half
Yeah, but here's the thing:
for
when
my
you're
crier
dealing
to get here.
when you're dealing with prison convicts, though, that dude just murdered someone allegedly, and so they don't really care.
Oh.
Is
Well,
it
your
alleged
job-
if he's a
your job
convict?
is a little bit different,
Yes,
okay?
it is
Is it alleged if he was convicted?
I guess. I mean, convicted of certain crimes, yes. Not yet convicted of murder.
Ooh, okay. Good for him.
Well, Colin, your situation's a little bit different because I don't know if you knew, but being a lawyer is not a retail gig.
You'd
Are
be
you sure?
surprised. You'd be surprised.
My
So
favorite thing is when people try to convince me to hold the boat like 5 minutes so their friend can get on. And
Which
I
we're
just
leaving.
start pulling the ramp anyway, because, like, what the fuck you're gonna do? Get on or get off?
That's really funny because cruise ships do not wait for people. They have
No, they
schedules.
do not.
No, I've had people with, like, a 1:30 or whatever cruise, and then they show up at, like, 1:45, and they're like, where's my boat? And I'm like, it left at 1:30.
It's, it when the time was.
Yeah.
What part of that is confusing to you?
What do you mean they're not holding the plane for me hours after I was supposed to take
But
off?
but I'm the most specialist boy in the world.
I had one lady straight up ask me, like, when she arrived, like, just on time to, like, see the boat leaving, and she was like, can you tell them to come back? Like, do you know how much fucking work that is?
Short answer: no, I can't do that. Sorry.
Long answer.
No.
No.
Do you know what's else also a lot of work? Saving a gibbet. So
Oh god.
Oh god, I'm gonna.
Are we doing
fucking-
something tonight?
I'm
We
gonna
might
throw
be.
up,
Are we
dude.
here to do
Me,
something?
I was gonna say that too, Jamie. I've been freaking out for the past 2 hours.
I already don't feel well. If this
So
goes poorly, I will need to step away to vomit.
well, you're the gibbet's last and only hope. So, just nestle that deep in your heart and know that if you fail, this pure, innocent creature is going to be turned into a battery. Now, Shannon, can you please give the recap?
I will do that.
Awesome.
So, we start out and we're kind of up shit's creek without a paddle, okay? Granny sees us immediately and she's like, I didn't expect you to come back so soon. And then she popped the subway surfers in front of us while she, warded the area. So she showed us the elder blood taking its victim, and we have the Tolganeth of elder blood fucking over this kingdom of fish people, and he's like, I'm going to feast. And the water recoiled, the fish people couldn't breathe, there was lots of heads darting in, and then he's like, I will destroy all you have built. And as she's doing this, as we're watching this, she's setting up a way that we cannot escape. So we can't Breestone out, we can't communicate with people out, so we all lost and died badly, but then we woke up in a prison and we had all of our items and our coats, and we had the brilliant idea of trying to portal out even though there was a ceiling. So we slapped the ceiling, slapped the ground again, and we knocked ourselves back out, which was
You died.
technically we died again. Shockingly not our most embarrassing moment. But eventually Morgan showed up and was like, all right, I'm gonna let you out and I'm gonna explain my plans to you. And through a lot of that, we found out that Olwen was killed by someone named Bran.
Maddock.
Bran Maddock. And she is like, Bran ruined everything, and she's saying a lot of crazy stuff, like she should have listened to the Cosmic. And then she finally agrees to tell Gwyn some things. So we found out that Bran Maddock was an artificer from Shao Vaden, who is kind of like her rival, and they had found a map to the city Alatir, and it's full of Zostrum, which is an insanely magical element. It can enhance magic exponentially. They've also found something called the Cosmic, and it offered all of them a chance to join it in its quest, and Morgan initially declined, but Olwen agreed. Bran was freaked out and killed Olwen after that, and the Cosmic was the force that brought Morgan to the Skybound Lands and promised to show Morgan how to get Olwen back. And Gwyn was like, hey, Mom, please stop hurting people. And Morgan was like, but I love you and I want you to be my daughter again. Morgan also was saying how she needed Alfie for their galaxy that uses Sisyphus cooling inside them, and also that she needed Anya, or Anya could help, because Anya has a death mark and was also a Velgursi. And Anya was like, "What did you just call me, bitch?" And she explained, like, "Hey, you were probably bitten by a Velgursi spirit,
A
and
Vulgarcy.
Volgursi spirit, and they love to collect stones." And so
Yeah, we learned out there was a difference between Velgursi and Fulgursi.
all right, Volgursi, and she was found out that the reason why she collects stones is because she's this weird creature. She was diagnosed, so her weird quirks and all that, pathologized. Anyways, so Morgan was saying that she could use the Gibbet, the Bree stones, magic, Anya, and all that, and the galaxy to extract the galaxy and to help put Olwyn back together. We also noticed that the Gibbet seemed kind of comatose. Morgan then showed us a grainy image, and it had Bran Maddock in it and his apprentices. Unfortunately, several members recognized several different people. Jericho recognized Galen. Alfie recognized someone named Ibetta, and we were able to recognize it's in a slum, like rundown, slummy area of Havel. And eventually, we are escorted back to a room, and Morgan spoke into a gem. And that gem was an individual somewhere far off, speaking into their own gemstone.
Mm-hmm. Stargazer.
Yes.
And where we begin, you are at this point being led up through the corridors of the Farmer's Temple. As you pass up the staircases, a door is open for all of you as you see a very modern, sleek, scientific looking area. Multiple couches and rooms in a spoke and axle pattern, small kitchen as well. As Morgan looks to the rest of you, please take care. And if you need me, she motions to a set of buttons on the wall. Pushing the blue one will activate the intercom. I'll see all of you tomorrow for breakfast.
Thank you.
Morgan, go ahead and head out.
Anya is going to immediately start kind of sweeping the room, looking for any sort of listening devices or cameras.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be doing that as well.
Then both of you can go ahead and make physical or mental checks. Up to you.
May I help on that as well, or would that not add anything?
Sure, you could help.
I'm doing a mental.
Cool. I would like to also do mental.
One
Then
success.
physical got 0.
May I try physical as well?
Sure.
Oh, hey! Max 4 successes.
Gotcha. So, as everyone is sweeping, Anya and Gwyn, you don't find anything really of note. Strana, you're able to see some very clear gems that kind of have a strange sheen and sparkle in the corners that you think may or may not be able to allow Morgan to look inside of this room. And Alfie, as you start to do this full sweep, you notice those gems. You notice sigils and runes underneath some couches, cushions, and even books in the bookshelf. You do think that this room probably is equipped with listening devices and a few cameras.
Does it appear to be the same in kind of the rooms that branch out from this one?
As you go and look in the bedrooms, there are a few in the bedrooms as well. None the hallways interlinking the living room and the bedrooms, though.
None in the hallways. Good to know.
So there doesn't seem to be sigils in the hallways, you said?
Correct.
Okay. Did anyone see anything interesting?
Listening devices, cameras. That's about it.
Okay.
And I'll kind of vaguely point out where they are.
Mm-hmm. Right then. Did you see any blind spots?
Did I happen to see any blind spots?
The hallways.
Oh, that's right. The hallways.
Okay. Sounds good, but just in case, is there anything we can write on? Do you have anything we can write on?
I have a book.
I think I probably shouldn't be around for this. And Gwyn is going to go to one of the bedrooms and face away from
Are you
whatever
gonna
the rest
Blair
of the
Witch style, like, face into a corner?
No, I meant laying in the bed.
Okay.
Bro's just standing there.
Laying down in the bed, faced away
Okay.
from things happening outside.
To find some headphones to pop on.
A noise canceling
Really
headphones.
emulate the emo teenager.
Yeah.
Mom just doesn't understand me.
She really doesn't. Alright, let's make our way to a hallway then. And Anya will make her way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Also, while I'm doing this, Anya would like to check if she still has the syringe.
You do still have the syringe, yes.
Okay, I will make note of that.
Probably lost only probably 15% of the liquid inside.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, Anya will take the paper, the book, and do we have a writing utensil?
You do.
Anya will write down.
We have a book but no writing utensils, so we have to just kind of point to the letters.
Point to the words.
Style.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anya is going to write down, okay, I have an idea and don't know if it will work. I'm maybe could convince Olwyn that I could do a ritual to help, not Olwyn, Morgan, that I can do a ritual to bring Olwyn back into Gwyn. And then I can give Gwyn. Lots of names ending in N.
Sorry.
Olwyn.
Lots of E's and Y's.
I'm losing my mind. Going to tell Gwyn to drink the luck potion and have her try to convince Morgan that she is Olwyn and to try to get us and the Gibbet out of here. And then she'll sort of show Astrana and Alfie and Jericho what she has written down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take the book and the pen and I'll start writing.
Yes.
Is it safe to assume at this point that any of the communications that we have is written, so that way we don't have to keep saying we will write over and over again?
You can,
Yeah.
from this moment forward, say that all the communications in this hallway are written down. Yeah.
Okay. What happens if she refuses to let us go? She has particular plans of her own.
I'll take the. Unless anyone else wants to take the book, I'll take the book. I don't know about being that far. I just want to try and see if this can at least get us out of this pickle and just see if it works. Do you have an idea of how to really make sure she lets us go? I mean, it seems likely she'll let us go, but I don't know if she'll let Gwyn go.
She might not let Alfie go either. She seems like she needs them for maybe not just the stuff with Gwyn, but the whatever she needs from the Cosmic for the Cosmic.
She seems to have a lot of enemies here in the Skybound lands. Perhaps we can promise to go take care of them for her. Search for resources for her as well.
That's an angle, most definitely. I'm also just hoping she might be so incandescently happy that she's convinced Olwen is back for her that she will just agree to whatever she wants. Or at least most of it.
How do we get the Gibbet out with this? Out of character, I know what we're doing, so if you don't want to go back over it again, we don't.
I mean, it would make sense for us to clarify it, maybe, perhaps.
I mean, we could probably just say for the sake of time that we write down, in essence, the plan that
A.
you sent in the chat.
Yeah, which is all that, where what I already haven't said was I give Astrana the Super Sense Potion and she can take it when she likes. We explain most of it, and just like that is plan A. And I guess we can move on to sort of explaining what our plan B is, which is, do you remember everything that we learned about the Farmer's Temple? That might be important to know regarding if this plan doesn't work.
I remember, yes.
Okay. So we'll take note of that. How many Scrimbimbelows do we know?
A lot.
Lot.
At least 8 on the bottom 2 floors.
Great. I wish.
Oh, out of character question. When we left the lab, okay, yeah, it was mentioned we went upstairs. Did we get a general sense of how many floors up we went?
We went 2 floors up.
We went 2 floors up. Okay.
Did we know what floor the lab was on or no?
2nd floor.
2nd floor, okay.
Oh, another out of character question is Jericho just kind of dissociating in the corner, or has
He's with you here.
He's considered with us. Okay.
Mhm.
Should we use his augury?
Whether he is or is not disassociating is another question.
But his physical body is in the room, is what I wanted to confirm.
Yes.
What were you saying, Anna?
Said should we use Jericho's augury?
What would we be using it for right now?
Any sort of assistance on how to get out of here?
Yeah, we can.
Or how to get Morgan to let us go?
Let's save the augury for if Gwyn's plan doesn't work, so that way we can get something that only Gwyn and the other two would know to help convince and really sell it. It's kind of like a backup plan if the dream sand doesn't work.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, if the dream sand doesn't work. But yeah, it's... How many times is Jericho able to use augury? Does he have multiple diviner powers?
Let's see here.
I think it's once per session, he said.
Yep. I'm gonna check on that just to make
As
sure.
of 9.7, it's equal to the number of diviner powers you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can use this a number of times. Let's see. So that's gonna be 1. He's got 1 diviner power, so you can use it once per session.
Okay, so technically once per session wasn't wrong.
Yep.
Yes, correct. That's why I said Dalton said once per session.
I also still have my syringe. It's lost a bit of its liquid, but that just means it's less potent, so maybe it won't completely erase Morgan's mind. So I don't think Gwyn would be happy about that. But it's a backup. And I assume something we might be able to do is distract Morgan while Gwyn, because Gwyn's worked with her before. I imagine she knows a little bit about the contraptions and such. She can maybe deactivate traps or help release the Gibbet while we distract Morgan. Does that sound like a reasonable backup plan?
I think so.
Could you repeat what the backup plan was? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgot. You needed a Subway Surfers.
I was also typing at the same time.
So I have the syringe, which has less liquid in it, so it is no longer fully potent. But, and this is just me showing you the book again. So
Underlining it. Sorry, go on.
So if plan no go right, we distract Morgan, probably by fighting her, while Gwyn helps free Gibbet and deactivate traps, and as soon as that happens, we bolt.
Gotcha. This run will give a thumbs up.
And I don't know if we'll be able to breeze stone once we're outside, but I think we're gonna have to operate on the fact that there's a lot of information we do not know. We just have to work with what we do know and hope for the best, expect the worst.
Strana's nodding.
Is there anything else anyone thinks they should add to this?
I think Estrana would shake her head.
I'm gonna add a drawing of a cute duck. You know what? I can't do that because that was Nace's thing. I'm gonna draw a drawing of a cute fish. Of Frank. It's important to note that the book that we're writing in is called Caring for Your Exotic Fish.
Anya is just going to look at you.
I saw a dead fish floating in the river yesterday.
Oh. Why didn't you point it out to us?
Sorry, that's out of character.
No,
It's in character now.
I just thought Estrada just burst out saying that.
Yeah.
Like,
Because we had to point it out. I guess it
didn't-
wouldn't have been safe for Maple to eat, so it's probably good that you didn't point it out.
how would be dead?
Yeah,
Anyways,
no, I
it's
think it probably died of something gross, and it looked like it had already been nibbled on. And it was
What
just kind of
fucking
spinning in the
river
water.
were we walking near?
All right.
The Chicago River, baby! Polluted as fuck!
What
There's
is the
Chicago
Chicago?
in the Skybound lands.
My favorite.
Yeah, it's the source of all those dark clouds. That's
Oh,
the
that makes sense.
pollution, baby.
Anya will go into Gwyn's room. Well, she'll knock on the door first.
Come in.
Anya will come in and she will pull out the vial of the luck potion. She will say, "We're going to try something to bring Olwyn back to Morgan. Drink this when I tell you to."
She'll kind of look confused for a second, but nod and say, "All right, I trust you."
And Anya will nod and walk out of that. Well, before she walks out, she's like, "You're good to go." And she'll walk back into the hallway.
Oh, can I, when we're back together in the hallway, can I write stuff down in the book one more time because I forgot?
Sure.
Quickly!
Quickly. Is
Gwen's just gonna stay in the bedroom.
before we do the ritual, can we see if Gwen can fix my necklace more now that we have her mother's insanely futuristic lab? Please.
When are you proposing this happens? Do you want to call the intercom now and use the lab now, or?
I mean, that wouldn't hurt.
Why not? Let's go.
Her mom... Sorry. Her mom
I'm assuming we're still writing.
Yeah, I think Estrada started to reach forward and then realized someone else was still, like, actively writing.
It's my turn.
Give me the pencil! Give it! Hang on, I think I have a gift for that. Anyways.
The margins of this book must look insane right now.
I was imagining we were writing on like the little like blank pages at the back,
Yeah.
or like the publishing information.
Which one of us do you think has the biggest handwriting?
Alfie. Can't write
Right.
for shit.
I think Estrana's probably like chicken scratch.
Really? Why is that? Could it be because of your weird fucked up eldritch chicken that's definitely possessing you?
Are you part chicken?
Are you chicken?
Gwyn, how did you get here?
It seems like her mom wants your power out of control. I feel like giving you more method to control it is kind of the opposite of what she wants.
That's true, but still writing. That's true, but also it's worth a shot because otherwise I might die again, and I'd prefer to avoid deforestation if we can.
I thought that she wanted to extract this power within you, not so much that she wants it out of control.
And if I
Probably
die,
wants
she
it
gets power.
dead, yes, but yes, you not being dead is something we can argue. It's a good thing.
How cold is Elfie looking right now?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm feeling about a 5. On a scale of going to regain health blocks before our massive fight, I'm feeling a no.
Oh no. This is
Oh, did we heal while we were unconscious through all that?
You weren't really unconscious.
We were fucking dead.
We were dead, okay.
That's why we hit the ceiling and immediately died again.
we'll
And
probably
like
have
the
to
calendar fast forwarded like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I know it did.
We'll probably have to rest before we have more health blocks, but Alfie won't regain them, so I guess we ought. I don't know. Well, if we're just talking about fixing Alfie's necklace, do we need to write that down? That's something we can probably ask Gwyn to help us with.
It is. I was just making sure that, we didn't. I didn't. And I'm writing this part down. That,
Yeah, I was
yeah, that Morgan didn't suspect anything about the ritual being a finality, if that makes sense. In the sense that I wanted to get it done before we started the ritual.
Yes, but I guess.
Therefore, if she is suspicious about the ritual, then we're fucked. So that's all. That's the only reason I was writing it down. We could probably get Gwyn to help us, though. That's what I was hoping, at least.
Yeah, we can just kind of clue her in about the ritual as much. Other than that, it's you know. But we can certainly ask her about your necklace. Do you want to start writing now? Do you think we've gotten all of our machinations in order?
I'm gonna draw another little stupid cuttlefish, but this time with a thumbs up next to him.
Great. I wish I could draw Maple with a thumbs up, but alas, cats do not have thumbs.
And fish do?
I don't think he'll. Yeah.
Do not question my logic. I'm speaking now. All right.
Alright, break.
All right.
Go team.
All right. And then I'm gonna let Maple out.
Okay. The maple comes out of the jacket. Oh yes, finally. Inside. You finally got it right. And she begins to purr as she starts to head around the inside of the space.
What are the odds that Morgan has put the heated pad inside of the couches?
I think Maple will find that out.
Hey, Gwyn!
I'm gonna disperse. I'm gonna go into the living room, so it's not just like we're all huddled in the hallway.
Yeah. I know you're a little bit tired, but I was hoping you could help me fix, upgrade the necklace a little bit more while we have your mom's lab here.
Yes,
I'm
of
worried
course.
that if we go to sleep tonight, I'm not gonna feel much better in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go right now. I'll see if I can fix it up better this time.
Okay, thank you. Do we need to use the intercom or something, or should we just wander? Wandering's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, she may prefer if we use the intercom. I guess I'll go and press the blue button
Mm-hmm.
for the intercom.
Yeah, can I get a Big Mac?
I'd like to order off the dollar menu.
Is your refrigerator running?
Hey, Morgan.
Hey, Morgan, is your daughter running?
Let's go prank call
Oh!
Morgan. You
Oh,
better catch
no.
her.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anyway, I'll press the button for the intercom. And I'll just say, Mother, me and Alfie are going to go down to your lab. We would like to fix their amulet. Now that we have the tools here to do that, just so they can heal a little better overnight.
I'm sorry, dear, but the lab has been shut down for the night. And there's a lot of equipment in there that could get you hurt.
Well, can you help me fix this for Alfie?
We'll talk about it in the morning.
I'll sort of look back to Alfie with an apologetic look.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I still
sorry, I
have my
don't.
tea. For emergencies, I still have my tea. I hope it's enough.
That's good. And take extra blankets as well.
Thank you.
I can also try to warm you up. I don't know if it'll do much, but
Maybe not at the moment. I appreciate it. However,
Anya's holding Maple out to you.
I
She'll
don't think
make-
she would appreciate that very
she'll
much.
Make your lap really warm.
But that'd make her very cold.
But she does love scritches.
Well, I can offer scritches, and there's a chance I still smell vaguely like fish. From Fred.
I'll hold Maple out to Alfie and be like, does she smell like fish?
No.
What does she smell like?
Dirt.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's what I feel like too, and I'm just gonna kind of flop on the couch. Use my stupid Sunfire Sun tea.
You are not going to pet my cat?
I am! If she would allow it, Maple?
I
May I?
held her out to you.
Perhaps.
I would very carefully approach and kind of hover a hand out. May I?
She sniffs the hand. You may.
And I will pet her.
Immediately goes, meow, cold! And then she scratches you.
Ow!
Like, scrabbles back onto Anya, just kind of clinging. Anya, that one is cold. I do not like the cold. I am inside where it is warm. Why did they bring the cold in?
They did not mean to. They
I
just
will
wanted
sit
to
back
pet
down on the couch and drink my stupid Sunfire Sun tea. How many cold can I take away from that?
How many... so let's see, you have your tea, you put...
I believe I put only one resin in it.
Yeah, so then your cold can go ahead and decrease by 3.
Okay, that's enough for me to heal.
Yummy.
Damn, I need to get more fucking Sunfire resin. This is awesome.
Miles away, a bunch of homeless forest animals cry.
Oh.
yeah, I was thinking we have to stop the towns from being murdered if you want to buy Sunfire resin from them.
Yes, I would love that.
We have to fix a few things.
Alright, but is there anything else you guys are doing tonight?
Anya will probably be petting her cat with a very serious expression on her face.
And you would see, like, Maple is just having the time of her life. Like, she's going on all the couches, sniffing around the kitchen. Whatever time she's not moving around, she goes back for scritches. She is the happiest kitty.
Unfortunately, she will not be inside forever.
Are you alerting her of this?
No! I
Okay.
am not telling her!
Probably a good choice.
She will hide if I do that.
Wow, you think?
Yes. I know this because I own a cat that's too smart for her own good.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else doing anything tonight?
And eventually, Gwen's just gonna head back to bed and try to use the dream sand.
Gotcha. Then, as you're going ahead and trying to use the dream sand, what is the target?
I am going to try my best to reach Bran. If I can, I would like to focus on the Bree Stone's ability to reach areas connected to the Skybound lands to sort of bridge over to the rings if he's there. And I'm gonna try to reach Bran.
Okay, gonna try to reach Bran. then go ahead for me, and I would say this would be a spirit check for you,
Okay.
as you are attempting to tap into the powers of the breeze stone in your chest.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Fair enough, fair enough.
One success.
One success. Then, as you go ahead, close your eyes, reach out, you feel your consciousness begin to drift, sink and move, as you find yourself in kind of this wispy, dark place. And as you're here, you vaguely see the inside of what might be like a hotel room or like a tavern room. And standing before you, kind of like a wispy, shadowy figure. As they speak, there are reverberations coming from them, like their voice is in a massive cavern. Hello? Oh, oh. Who are you? You.
Is this Bran Maddock? My name is Gwyn. I'm Gwyn Anwin.
I've heard of you. You.
You have. You knew my creator, Morgan, right? And her daughter?
I have known her, yes. I know about Olwen. Why have you
told me you
contacted
killed
me?
her. Is that true?
You can see at this point the shadow seemingly sits down on the bed. It is true. I am the one that plunged the sword into her back.
I see. That's honestly not very important right now. I'm being kept by Morgan. She wants to bring Olwen back. I need to get out of here, and to do that, I think I need to convince her that I am Olwen. Can you please tell me something, anything that only you, Olwen, and her would know? Something that would convince her that I have Olwen's memories, please.
How do I know that you're not working for her? That this isn't a trick?
I don't know. I need you to trust me on this. I don't know what she's doing with the cosmic, with something, but I fear it's dangerous. And I don't know what you're doing right now, and all I can hope is that you might have an answer for me to help me get out. I just want to live. I want my own life. I want to get away from Morgan.
Go ahead and make a spirit check for me at benefit 1.
Benefit 1. Okay. Oh god, 2. Not gonna use 2 hero points.
Oh,
2 successes.
Go ahead and roll another d6. Keep rolling until you fail.
Yeah, me.
If you need them, I have hero points.
Would
Would you like the hero points?
Please.
Take them. You may have one reroll.
Yummy.
I'll
Oh
give
god.
you another reroll.
Thank you.
Okay.
3 successes.
Then you hear this voice pause momentarily. There is sincerity. But this power that you possess, yes. I feel it's of the darker sort. I'm wary of you. And you feel kind of this presence move forward, almost like they're trying to examine you in some way. Tell me, where are you now? Now.
Do you know of the Skybound Lands?
I have heard talk of this place from Morgan.
That's where we are. I brought myself, Morgan, a few others here, through Morgan's doing. We're trying to do good here. I'm trying to bring my friends home. I technically got them in this mess. But I can't do that. I can't do that if we can't escape Morgan, if whatever she's going to do to me to bring Olwen back. I don't know exactly what went down, but I know you may have had your reasons for killing Olwen.
I could bring you back right now. But you might have to leave the others behind. Maybe I could take one other. Would you accept this?
I can't do that. I can't leave them behind. I worry about what Morgan would do to them if I suddenly disappeared.
Good. You have my trust then. And you watch as the figure kind of reaches out a hand. And as they do, you feel the power within the Dream Sand increase as they begin to take on a whole new set of features. As you look upon them, the form swirling, moving, folding in on itself, it is like your consciousness is being fully brought out of the Skybound Lands. Everything around you seems to sharpen in this moment. And you see kind of like the full form and visage of Bran Maddock in front of you, as he seems to have taken out like a book and is setting it back down on the bed. So that's what you look like. Exactly like Olwen.
That's what I hear.
Not her, though. Certainly
No.
not.
I've tried, but no.
You're trying to escape. Morgan.
Yes. She's keeping us captive for now in the Skybound Lands, and she wants me to help bring Olwen back. And I'm thinking maybe if I can convince her that I have her memories, she might be more inclined to let us go.
But you don't have her memories.
No. No matter how hard I try, I can't remember anything she wants me to. And I hope that maybe you know something that might convince her.
You have my curiosity. Never heard of an artificer's inventions growing such a consciousness. But I do believe that you are a person who needs help.
Thank you.
I have a group of associates that are trying to learn more about Morgan's actions and the actions of powerful entities. They're trying to expand upon the mysteries that we but glimpsed that day. When I struck down Olwen, she was screaming. Strange magic surrounding her body as the world itself began to crumble like tissue paper. And you watch Gwyn as this old man's face grows more wrinkled, darker, as he seems to remember back to that day, back to that moment. I remember Olwen talking about the constellations, how they were dancing. She talked about a path, a beautiful path that something was revealing to her. I don't think it was the cosmic. I don't think it was that man. It was something else, something darker. She said
Did
something.
she ever say what it was showing her?
Exactly, no. The power was growing. The energy itself could not understand it. She began to talk about the threads of magic, the trees, magic, the flow of the universe and the stars. She discussed becoming Zaraki, whatever that is. Or at least following, like, their example. I did not let it progress anymore. As she started to become something different, Gwyn. Something not fully human. Not fully sane. I looked to escape, but I stopped. I attempted to plunge through the waves of magic. I felt myself being torn apart. I drew my sword, nevertheless, I charged forward. And as I did, I watched as green flame, green as the deepest forest, arced across my blade. I drew that steel in close to my body, and it warmed me. I pressed forward until I eventually plunged the blade into Olwen. That's all I know about the matter. Cannot tell you what was happening in her mind or anything afterward.
You said Zaraki? Do you know what that is?
I do not. Me and my associates are attempting to figure that out. But those events in Shavaden, they left not only my body but my soul scarred. I do not have access to the powers I once did.
I see. And Morgan said Olwen took some deal with the Cosmic, agreed to something. Do you know what the Cosmic is? What she was agreeing to?
The only thing I know is that the Cosmic is an incredibly powerful entity. Probably something incredibly ancient. Something of such incredible size and power. That we can't I feel... Win! And then, shoom! You wake up in your bed.
All right. Do I wake up like partway through the night, or is it morning when I wake up?
For you, it would be partway through the night as you're like sighing, breathing heavily, As you look around, you can see all of these tears in the wall. As you look around, you see all of these strange looping patterns and symbols here. They are familiar to you in some dark and twisted way. And deep within you, you hear the thrumming of the breeze stone once its winds are racing more and more. And then, when you watch as some of those patterns begin to fold together, and a orange eye opens on the wall. The shadows begin to grow long, Gwyn. As the eye advances outward, pulling the metal of the wall with it as it's telescopically extending towards you. The iris pitch black as it focuses.
I am going to pick up my sword. I assume is on the ground somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Say, what are you?
Does not respond. It only keeps advancing. Closer.
Gonna
And closer.
run out of the room over to where the intercom is and yell for everyone to wake up as I go.
Gotcha. Then the rest of you, middle of the night, are awoken as Gwyn is screaming, yelling for everyone to wake up.
Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Who's
There's,
here?
I don't know. I tried to use the dream sand to reach the rings and it opened some tears of some kind, and there's an eyeball in my room. And is it still like advancing?
As you turn back around, it's gone.
Vince just sort of stood there with like the sword in front of her towards her room, like frozen. It
If we
was just there.
Oh, I believe you. Maybe okay. Let's go sit on the couch. How about that? You can pet Maple.
Okay.
if I go towards the room, are the tears she mentioned still there, or the wall kind of bulging from where it pulled out? Is there any physical sign?
There's no physical sign.
Gotcha. Destrana will kind of peek in to a sweep there and then rejoin them on the couch then.
I'm plopping Maple in Gwen's lap.
Okay. Maple curl up.
Whatever
And
was in there, it seems like it's gone now.
okay. And Gwen's gonna start kind of absentmindedly petting Maple and say, I used the dream sand. I was trying to reach the rings. I wanted to speak to your grandmother Estrana, and I think I'm able to reach, but I don't know if I should.
Don't push
It'd be
yourself.
too dangerous.
If you need me to, I can take the room you were in, and you can take mine.
Maybe we could,
We could have a sleepover out
we
here.
could drag all the blankets and stuff out here to kind of like a pillow fort, maybe.
Yeah.
Sounds
We're all
nice.
kind of used to sleeping around each other anyway.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, let's do that.
Can you change the color of your flame, Estrana? We could have a little, soft night lights.
But aren't
Um,
flames flammable?
Well, yeah, but It's momentary fun. Take Gwen's mind off of things.
If I just like hold my hand out, kind of conjure up a small flame in it, and try to focus on it and change the color, does anything happen?
Make a mental check.
Okay. I'm gonna hero point that because I don't want my friends to be sad.
Okay.
Hey, 2 successes.
And you could create like a deep orange flame.
I
Gwen's
don't know
I
if
got
orange would
red
staring
help
at
right now.
it. Gwen's staring at it.
Do you think that's the best color at the moment, Caleb?
Gwen will just point at it and
Oh.
be like, it looked like that.
She'll stop the flame.
No.
She'll go back painting maple.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
There's a kitchen here. Let me see if there's hot chocolate.
There is.
Anya will make some mugs of hot chocolate for everyone.
Cool. While she's doing that, Destrana will probably go and strip some of the beds. Probably leaving Gwen's room alone and taking the rest to kind of make her a blanket fort.
Okay. You can do so. Blanket fort made. And you're making your hot chocolate on you.
Mm-hmm.
Then as you all kind of come together round in the center of this place, is there anything else you are doing this night?
Anya will kind of just say as she's passing out the hot chocolates, I've been working on something and I hope it will help tomorrow.
Me too.
I hope so, yes.
She'll just go back to petting Maple.
I was hoping that we could do the necklace in the morning as soon as Morgan opens the lab back up. Maybe, over breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, we can talk about
I'll
that.
work on it as soon as I can.
And then we can talk about your, fuck, I'm blanking on words, hold on. And then we can talk about your machinations as well, Anya. Machinations is not the word I wanted to use, but it's the only one coming to mind.
Yeah, I suppose. I wonder if this place has a library. I'd like to know a little bit more about what I've been diagnosed as being.
Oh god. I don't want to think about the galaxy. I don't feel well thinking about it.
And as you're kind of like thinking about it, Alfie, for some reason, just one of your eyes just begins to cry, like just tears beginning to flow, as if your face is like cut in half. And that deep, deep melancholy just begins to bubble up within you, spreading like a cold chill through every one of your veins.
I'm gonna go to bed now, and I'll set down my mug of cold chocolate and then lay down and go to bed immediately.
Okay.
Oh.
I think Estrana is also pensive for a lot of the night. Probably, I assume she has a lot of Henrietta's feathers just kind of like scattered amongst her stuff. And I think she just kind of has one out and is staring at it for a long time before she goes back to bed.
Gotcha. Then, Eventually, morning time comes, and about 7 o'clock, all of you hear over the intercom, "Rise and shine, everybody. Gwyn, I could speak with you in 30 minutes. That would be good."
All right. That's fine by me. Can we work on Alfie's amulet today?
We'll see. Intercom cuts. You don't think that she's going to let you into a highly advanced laboratory if she is not completely confident that you guys are not going to attack her. She's not that dumb.
We just want to help our friend. Baby girl, stop being an obstacle. We won't have to kill you. Anyways, I did not say that.
Say it over the intercom.
Like,
This
what
is
if
for
just
Morgan.
Gwyn fixed my damn necklace? Like, that's fine, I'll sit in the room.
This is for Morgan, you big, fat, stupid, ugly bitch.
That'll get her on her side. Can we call that like Plan G?
Yeah.
I thought Plan G... I thought we had a Plan G that
we
wasn't...
did have a Plan G.
Oh, Plan H then.
Thank you. Yeah, Plan G was do a funny little dance for 2 hours until we got Dalton back. Plan H is call Morgan a fat hoe.
Plan G was go to jail.
Yeah, Plan
No,
G was
Plan
go to
G was
jail.
stay out of jail. But that was Plan E, Section 4.
Okay, I'm following now.
Yeah, because Plan G implies that we succeeded Plan E, so it should be a subset of Plan E. Anyway,
Got it.
we're
Jamie, have you
still
been
in
diagnosed
Plan
with autism
A.
yet?
We're still on Plan A, so let's focus on Plan A.
Okay.
I love Plan A.
But Gwyn is
Anyways.
going to make her determination in about 30 minutes. What you guys doing? Or Morgan's going to make her determination about Gwyn.
We should tell her what you've been working on, Anya.
Yeah, we should. I just don't know if that'll be before or after breakfast we'll be able to tell her.
Out of character, it sounds like if Morgan is making a determination about Gwyn, we have to do it before then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the impression I'm getting.
I would love to tell her about what I've been working on and, try and see if I can fit that in before. Do you think I should click on the intercom and offer it to her now?
I think so, or at least suggest talking to her in person. Might be better than over the intercom.
I guess I'd just go over and ask to speak with her. Then. And Anya will go over and she'll click the blue button.
Okay.
Hello Morgan, it is Anya. I've been thinking about what you said yesterday, and I would, if it's convenient for you, like to speak with you, because I have been thinking of ways to help.
Help. What do you mean?
Well, help you get Olwen back.
I'm unlocking the doors to your quarters now. Head down the hallway to the right. At the first stairwell, come down to the 3rd floor. And there's a click from both the intercom and the doors to this chamber unlocking. as at this point you're realizing Morgan locked you in this room all night.
Oh, I
Yeah.
assumed she was gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I trusted our mom.
Why would you do that?
Our mom?
Or
Our mom.
All right.
That is not my mom.
Are you
barely
sure?
even my mom.
That's not my mom. Anyways, I'm gonna
I
follow
can make a
her
joke about my real
instructions.
mommy not liking
Yeah, I'll
me.
follow Anya.
Oh, if you're gonna try to
I don't know.
follow,
I
Oh,
don't
shit,
know if
was
she was
that
always
not-
following.
Okay, if
That
that was
sounded like a
not an
solo
invitation.
invitation.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
If it was a
for me
solo invitation,
only.
then I
I-
won't.
hey,
Is
Caleb,
your
Listen,
name
it might
Anya?
kill
Like,
Jamie
there's
faster than we
late-stage
thought.
autism.
I'm sorry. Is your name Anya? No name?
Yeah, I think if Alfie tried to step forward, Estrana would, like, grab them by the wrist and just kind of,
Be like,
like...
no, 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 no.
Oh, oops.
Incredible.
I'm working on it.
I think it's working on you. So, Anya, are you going to the 3rd floor?
Yes, I'm going to the 3rd floor.
Okay. Then, as Anya leaves, the door shunk closes behind and locks. As you go, then, Anya, you can see Morgan is waiting outside of a room on the floor and motions you to follow her inside.
I do so.
You can see, like, on the interior, it's more like a fabrication room of little widgets. And there's, like, a small couch in the corner that she gestures for you to sit in. Next to the couch,
Alright.
there's a small table with some coffee.
I sit and take some coffee.
You think that you might have a way to help?
Yes. I've been workshopping at part of it before I went to bed, and you did let me know of what I am, so I mean, just been thinking about that, and well, I thought of a ritual. And if you're willing, and if Gwyn is willing, I'd like to try it. I think, because I have some connection with spirits, maybe I could find a way to sort of hook onto the rest of Olwyn, whichever is not in Gwyn, and try to sort of get it in her, create her whole.
I've tried everything to hook the spirit, but it will not stay inside the body, inside the construction.
Do you think it is an issue with Gwyn's construction, or
No.
just an issue of getting it to stick?
It won't stick. It won't stay. It keeps on being pulled back.
Well, now, I think maybe adding a portion of this ritual, a potion, because that's an internal element, yes? That might work.
Potion.
Something to help the spirit stick. I could try to brew something like that up.
You have these capabilities.
I am just starting to understand my capabilities. And I would like to try, because I know Gwyn loves you very much.
Go ahead and make a spirit check for me at Benefit 1.
Benefit 1, let's go! Benefit 1 means greater than 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 5 successes.
You can see Morgan sits down. He watches her fractured iris begins darting around as if she's thinking quickly. And with her one good eye, she'll look back at you. A gaze that cuts through you, like a drill through hard metal. But you don't break, Anya. You keep your face. Determined. Morgan will nod. Do you require any ingredients?
Hmm.
Sunfire resin.
Do you happen to have sunfire resin?
I do.
I think I could use something with sunfire resin then.
I can get some for you.
Okay, good. Then I can try and put something together.
Very well. Will your quarters do for this ritual?
Ah, yes, I can summon my own cauldron.
Very well. How long shall it take for you to prepare?
Not too long. It should be ready later today.
Very well. Call me when it's done.
All right, thank you. This coffee's fantastic, by the way.
Thank you. It's brewed from the Elder Swamp.
I'm intrigued. That's nice.
Take some for Olwen and the others, please. I insist.
Oh, of course. And Anya will. Is there like a tray or is it like a jug?
There's like a
coffee.
pot of coffee.
And Anya will take it, and if she is allowing her, she will make her way out of this room and go back to the quarters.
Yep, very easily. And the rest of you would see the doors open back up, and Anya would enter with a pot of coffee and a bunch of mugs on a tray.
What did you say?
She said that I can try what I suggested. And also, she's giving me some sunfire resin to help with the process. And Anya will look at Alfie.
Yes.
That's great. Sounds like she'll have Olwen back soon then.
Yes. And she gave us some of this fantastic coffee.
May I? Evens or odds something, Colin?
Sure.
With the context of a good result being nothing bad happens, and a bad result being this coffee is poisoned, enchanted, etc., messed with somehow, will drinking it result in a good, bad, neutral, or unknown consequence? And odds.
Even.
I think Estrana would take a sip of it.
Good coffee.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll drink it. I've never turned down a hot drink.
Good coffee.
Yeah, good coffee.
Poisoned coffee.
Lukewarm coffee for Alfie. Yummy.
Oh, that's right. Did I heal overnight?
You did.
Yes!
Oh yay. Are all of us back up to full health blocks, stamina, etc.?
Yes.
Okay. Did we take injuries?
I feel like the injury was dead.
Yeah. You have no more injuries on you.
Okay.
We all feel great.
And
Physically.
So what did she say
And
about the
mentally.
materials that we could need? Kicking Anya under the table.
Oh, I forgot about that part. I can call her again and ask about that because I forgot. And Anya will make her way back over to the intercom.
Okay.
Morgan, Anya again.
Is it ready?
I was
Already?
not yet. I forgot about something else I needed.
What is it?
I think in order to get this potion to work, I need to draw on my power, my connection with the Gibbet.
What do you mean your connection with the Gibbet?
Well, it did sort of bond with me, and I do feel him when I am near. And I do think I need to draw on that in order to really ensure the potency of this potion and this ritual. Do you think that's possible?
I could channel the Gibbet's power into the room, yes.
But it's different because this is not in character. I'm trying to help, I promise.
Yeah.
Anya, you were named the like sire of the Gibbet, or scion, whatever it was. Fuck. In the trials, it might be different when he's physically in there, as opposed to, because with Morgan's channeling the power, that is Morgan's connection with the Gibbet. If you are there asking him and channeling that power, it is your connection with the Gibbet.
That is a possibility, but I think it might be best if he was physically with me, as I was named in the trials the scion of the Gibbet.
Make a spirit check.
Oh. So I'm quaking right now.
Okay,
Mhm.
take hero
I'm-
points. You can have one you can have two rerolls from me.
Didn't say it benefit one, so that's 0
Sorry.
successes.
Ah!
will-
You can
I
have
will-
two.
I will also have my own spirit, my own. I'm gonna reroll some of those. Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll. I'll reroll 5 of them.
Plus the two that I'm giving you.
Yes. So
Okay.
that would make all 7.
All 7. Please. I'm gonna beat you over the head with a fucking rock. Sorry.
What?
It's not your
Better.
fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'm sorry.
That
Sorry.
is 2 successes.
Jimmy,
Sorry.
Shannon's carrying right now.
I know. You're right. I'm sorry. Thank you, Shannon. I love you.
I'm an adult. I need to calm down.
I can permit the Gibbet being close, yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Work quickly, though. I
Well-
am obtaining the Sunfire resin,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
and clicks off again.
And Anya will click off and just like crumple a little bit, like, oh. I'm going to drink more coffee, Anya says, while her hands are shaking.
I like to imagine Alfie goes for a second cup, then stops before touching the pot, so she doesn't make the coffee
need-
cold for
you-
everyone.
Do you need some? Anya says with her shaky hands.
Please.
She's shakily pouring you a cup.
It spills like half of it.
Yeah,
There-
I
there
was
you go.
thinking like all kind of Alfie's just kind of moving the cup to to counteract Anya's shakiness.
Okay. I will need to use some of that sunfire resin in a potion.
Okay. Can I keep the excess?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you.
What are you guys doing in preparation of this ritual?
Anya, since she knows she is being watched, is practicing drawing sigils, but they are not real sigils, but she is making them look as real as possible.
Yeah, you can do that. They seem fairly real.
Okay.
Anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna sit on the couch in silence, but in reality I am praying to the Gibbet in my head. Just
Okay.
good vibes. and the vibes of a situation coming to an end. Of a new beginning.
Okay.
Good vibes, warm hugs, new beginnings.
I think Estrana is just gonna. I think she wants to help, but she knows that like Morgan is like barely tolerating her.
Mhm.
And so she's probably just pacing, fidgeting, attempting to sit next to Alfie, but probably not able to sit still long enough.
Okay.
I
And
think
Gwen's
also
just kind of standing there looking like she's trying to keep it together.
I'm praying to the Gibbet so much because if I don't, I'm gonna have to start thinking about the galaxy, and then I'm gonna have a real breakdown. So instead, I'm just thinking about the Gibbet.
I think, and goddamn, I hate it.
And
Um,
Jericho's gonna be playing with Piero.
Oh,
Good, get
Also-
Piero some enrichment.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Give
at some
me
point, Anya will
Get
summon.
Piero some coffee.
Anya will summon her cauldron,
Mhm.
and she'll probably go up to Gwyn and say, "Can I pluck a little bit of your hair?"
Sure. Yes.
And Anya takes a strand of Gwyn's hair. She pops it in the cauldron.
Okay.
She pours a little bit of coffee in there
Okay.
because she's working with what she's got.
Mm-hmm. And then a little while later, 3 ounces of sunfire resin will be dropped onto the ground via like a little parachute package, middle of the
Okay.
living room.
Hunger
Awesome.
Games style.
I'm gonna like take a teeny tiny little piece, probably like half an ounce,
Okay.
and sprinkle it in and stir that up and see what potion that makes me.
Gotcha. Roll a d10 then.
Turns out it's a potion of memory restoration.
9.
9. No. This is a potion that grants superhuman senses for 1 hour.
Again!
Oh, again!
That's a better one.
Again!
No, I have 2 of them that do it for an hour.
I thought the other one did it for a minute, you said.
No, they both.
Or was that
say
the luck
for-
potion?
That's the luck potion.
Right.
I thought earlier Colin
Yeah,
said it
it's
was a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. I had
One for a minute,
this
one for an
down
hour. Don't mix them up.
for a minute, and then potion that gives you.
Although you're probably gonna have to give me that potion immediately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is there... Oh, it's probably too late now. I was gonna ask if maybe you could sleight of hand the luck potion into the cauldron, so it looks like you're just now producing it for the first time.
Oh, and I already gave Gwyn the luck potion, so Gwyn has it. I'm just gonna give.
Oh, that's
Gwyn
right. Yeah.
both
Oh.
potions.
Okay, I understand.
And I'm gonna take the luck potion right before we speak to Morgan. And pray.
I think Anya's instructions were drink it when she
And I
tells
tell
you.
Well, when Anya told me yes.
Okay.
Maybe you
Okay.
could sleight of hand it into like a cup of coffee or something, so it looks like normal when you're drinking it. Well, because she's probably watching the cameras.
No, the reason why I gave the luck potion then and said drink it when I tell you is so that it's like, okay, the potion is a part of the ritual, so Gwyn will drink the potion when I tell her. Which
It's
is
alright.
at
I'm
the
with
end
you,
of the
Shannon. I
ritual.
got you.
Yeah, at the end of the ritual.
I'm just gonna listen to Anya.
Yeah, so it's like, look at that. All right, and
Look over there. Sorry, last
Oh.
joke.
Anya will take the potion and give it to Gwyn and say, "This should help you stick together. But remember what I told you earlier."
All right. I remember.
Is everyone thumbs up? Is everyone ready?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
And Anya will go and hit the intercom and say, "It's ready."
I will be right there. And all of you wait as the moments begin to pass.
While this is
Slowly.
happening, Anya's going to be moving the furniture so that there's a bigger space in the center of the room.
Gotcha. Have you constructed like a ritual circle or something of the like with your fake runes at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Then, in this moment, you prepare. Eventually, the door opens. Shink! Standing there. Morgan. Let's begin, shall we?
Yes. Do you have the gibbet with you?
I do. And she snaps her fingers as, like, this floating metal box meanders into the room. And you can see behind her 2 scrimbimbolos wait out in the hallway. But the door, shink, shuts as Morgan begins to tap on a side this floating metal cube. She pulls it, like the metal, aside, and all of you are able to see within the gibbet, suspended in almost like this amniotic fluid, still comatose.
Gibby.
All right. I'll need everyone to follow my instructions. Okay, Gwyn, I need you in the center here.
All right.
Right.
And I will stand exactly where Anya tells me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'll have Jericho and Estrana right here to my right. Alfie, you're to my left. I'll need the gibbet between us.
And Morgan will snap a finger as the box will float to your desired location.
And while Anya is like setting everything up, Gwen's gonna look over at Morgan and just give her like a smile and like a nod, like trying to look as loving and doting as possible.
Make a spirit check at benefit 1 because you can see like she is locked in to this.
And just for a little addition, she's also gonna say, "It's okay. It's all gonna be all right soon."
You can add an extra d6 because of that.
Yummy. I will add an extra d6. Oh, whoops, that was a benefit. Nothing, but
Hey, that's a success.
two successes.
You want another reroll to see if you can get it to explode?
I'll take that. Sure.
Cool, you can have my
Appreciate
last
it.
2 hero points.
3 successes.
You can get it to explode. Keep rolling till
Yummy.
you fail.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, bestie. I love you.
I love you.
Yay.
Damn. Anyone else got
I'm
hero
gonna,
points?
I'm gonna hero.
No, I gave
Okay.
all of my
I'm
hero
gonna-
points to Anya!
I'm gonna hero point that out of shame. Okay.
Oh no.
God fucking damn it. 4 successes, I
4.
think, right? 4,
Yep.
yes.
And
My God.
you would see as your mother's face just kind of twists into like confusion and a little bit of hopefulness as she gives like a smile back. But she's at the edge of her seat, waiting,
All right,
hoping against hope.
Morgan, I'll need you to be on this side of the circle facing Gwyn, and Gwyn, I need you to be facing Morgan. This is very important. Morgan, you are going to help anchor Olwyn into Gwyn.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Right, I just need you to stand there and be ready.
will be.
And Anya will go back to her point in the circle and begin trying to make these sigils glow with her normal witch's curses power, trying to just make them glow, and like she normally does with the blighting hex, kind of show these tendrils sort of poking out, but having them seemingly grasp into things around Gwyn, like just shooting out, grasp, and just sort of slowly pulling into her. And then
Gotcha.
doing this more and more and more. And Anya will just sort of move her arms kind of in jerky motions, trying to grab herself also with these motions, just continuing to grasp and grasp and grasp. And I think she'll try to make it so that in the center of this circle, the rune that Gwyn saw, but an incomplete version, would start to appear.
Okay, Anya, go ahead and make a spirit check for me at benefit 3, because you have buttered this woman up to this point. You're using powers that you already have as you bring together all this magic in this moment, articulating with every fiber of your being and soul so that this illusion can be pulled off, so that Morgan won't know.
Okay, I'm gonna use my hero points to do 2 rerolls.
Okay.
Okay.
That's max.
That is max. As
And
you... Oh, go ahead.
as she's pulling and having this sigil suddenly appear, she says, "Gwyn, now!"
Okay. Gwyn will quickly drink the luck potion.
Gotcha. Then, in this moment, as you drink the luck potion, there is this explosion of light around Gwyn that automatically happens from the drinking of the luck potion, as Morgan will go ahead and gasp. In this moment, what are you doing, Anya?
And Anya will just sort of fall to the ground. Is Alwyn? Can you hear us?
And Gwyn is, after she drinks the potion, she's going to sort of like flinch and like grab her head almost in pain, like really like playing this up, like she's like shaking her head, like she's confused, and then she stops and she looks up at Morgan and just says, "Mom? Mom?"
What? And you can see Morgan begin to take a few shaky steps closer. Is that you? Is that you?
She just runs over to Morgan and wraps her in like a tight hug. Says, I don't, I'm here. What happened? I'm so confused. My head hurts.
What's the
I
last
don't
thing
know
you
what's.
remember, my dear?
I, I remember. I remember the constellations. I remember the constellations dancing and
Oh my,
the path
my girl, my girl.
and
And
the knife.
Morgan just wraps you up, Gwyn, holding you close, and she is just like rocking you back and forth as she begins to sob. Here, it's okay. It's okay. You're
I'm
back.
here.
You're back.
Did you find Alex here?
We're gonna find it together. I promise.
What
Promise.
what happened? Where's There's Bran.
Bran is gone.
What happened? He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's not here. He's not here. You're alive and you're well.
I'm hit. I'm here. It feels like, I don't know. I was just stuck in that cave for so long. I could feel you tried to get me back for so long.
I did everything. I promise. I did everything
I'm here.
for you.
I'm here.
You're here. You're here finally. And like you just watch as Morgan puts her head down and she just like leans into you as the tears begin to flow and she's just hugging you close, Gwyn. It's a state that you've never seen her before, all her walls broken down. Just relief, happiness.
And
She's just holding you close.
Gwyn will just hug her tightly and kind of bury her head in Morgan's shoulder.
I think Morgan will look up and will look to you, Anya. Thank you. I can never repay you for all of this. For all of this.
Anya's sort of making a show of panting, and she's just like, "It worked."
It worked.
I think Gwyn will sort of look up and turn around and look at Anya and say, You helped. It's confusing. I sort of remember you were friends with the body I'm in. I don't know what I am right now, but it's like I know you all, but I don't. But thank you.
Of course. Tell that the part of her, if that remains, that I care for her. And she is my friend. And Anya will sort of slowly
Oh God!
get
Gwyn's crying.
and Anya will kind of just be getting closer to the gibbet.
Mm-hmm. You can see the gibbet is still kind of like in that comatose fluid.
Not the comatose fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to reach out and touch him.
Her hand just kind of like presses against kind of like the magical glass of the cube. And in that moment, you can see the gibbet begins to twitch, move, shake a bit, still not awake or conscious, but it's alive, Anya.
Oh,
You feel
he's
that
kicking.
connection. Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm continuing to pray the sensation of a very warm hug to him.
Okay.
I think I just keep trying to press my palm, seeing that he's moving.
Yeah. So you press your palm like it's reinforced glass, like you're not able to bust through it.
That's okay, is my buddy.
So what now? It worked. Where do we go from here?
We'll send you wherever you wish.
Could
I
the
have
gibbet come with us?
Yes, of course.
I have vague memories. There are still things we need to do here. People are in danger. There's powerful people here. We must stop them.
No, we have to go back to Shavaden. There's a path that must be walked. Bran is still out there. We can reunite.
Quint's gonna put the hand on the sides of her mother's face and just say, I know there are things I must do here first. I understand. But I need to do this. You must know.
Go ahead and make a spirit check at benefit 2.
Benefit 2. Okay. It's greater than 2, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can count. Why is it not doing it? Hold
I ate
on.
the dice, I'm sorry.
No, don't do that. No. 2
Oh,
successes.
full successes.
Full successes.
Go ahead and roll
Explode.
until you fail.
Yay! I almost rolled a D2 for some reason. Unprecedented. I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
I'm like pogging at the screen right now.
Gonna keep roll. Aww.
Aw.
How many was that?
8.
8. Good number. 8.
But do you
Alright.
want to reroll?
I mean, I'll take a reroll.
Take a reroll. You
Yeah,
silly goose.
I'll be bad.
We need these 0 points. The fuck?
That's like 12 now.
Yep, that's 12.
Well, that's a good number. Maybe even a better number than 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
you needed 10 for this because, like,
Oh!
in,
Okay, I'm sorry. We
Good.
did need that hero point.
Thank you, Shannon.
Shannon.
MVP. MVP.
Thank you,
counting
Shannon.
me!
MVP forever.
because the request to Morgan doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense. It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. But, like, as you look, like, you talked about the constellations, and you say it's
The
like
path.
you need to do it, and you watch as Morgan nods. This is your path, then. Path
Yes.
to becoming a Zaraki.
Yes. I can still see the constellations.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I understand. I
Thank you.
understand. You're back. And she's just
I'm
gonna
here.
hug you tight.
I'll hug her as well.
Then she'll go over to the cube. And she'll, like, touch it in various places. And at the top will open up. Shink! And, like, healing energy will fill the inside of the tank. As you watch Alfie as that little creature begins to wiggle and writhe on the inside. And then begins to slowly, like, rise out, poking its little amorphous head from the interior.
They are dashing towards the box and kind of like sliding on their knees to be like eye level with the gibbet.
You watch as its form shimmers.
Hey, you're okay.
Hey,
You're
buddy.
okay.
It's just gonna float out into your arms, Alfie.
Oh my god, I'm giving him the biggest hug.
You're so
I got
happy.
you. You're okay. You're okay. I think Alfie's crying.
I think Jamie's crying.
So what if that's true?
All of you can stay here for as long as you like. You truly are heroes. Heroes beyond heroes. Thank you.
Anya will sort of bow her head slightly and look back up at Morgan and say, I cannot say I really knew much love from my mother, but seeing you and Olwen, she's very lucky to have you.
Yes. Owen, before you go, tonight we're here to speak to the Cosmic, and we can give a report together about what has happened.
All right. Sorry, I don't know how much help I can be with that right now.
You
but
don't need to
I will-
apologize at all.
Okay, I'll be with you.
But do you need anything? Food, water, anything?
Do you have marshmallows for him?
I will get you marshmallows, my dear. Yes, I will be right back. And Morgan rushes out of the room, off to go get marshmallows. As you watch her go, you know, deep in your heart, Gwyn, if she ever discovers this trick,
Mhm.
the chaos, the calamity that will befall this world be unlike anything possibly imaginable. You've given her everything, and if you take that away, you will have truly taken from her everything she's ever wanted.
Yep.
So that's just
I
why we
know.
just have to make sure she never finds out.
This never finds out ever.
Out of character, that's gonna be so hard with the cosmic meeting.
Yeah, it is!
Ah!
The moment she is still overcome with awe and happiness, she is not thinking clearly in this moment. She will basically do whatever you ask of her.
Do you have to stay for that
Skip
meeting
the
with
meeting.
the Cosmic? Or do we have urgent business that we have to go and help with? Because we did get our asses kicked by Granny Cracklebones, and I imagine since we've been gone for a bit.
I think we should go. There's no time to waste.
Yes.
Is there a little bit of time to waste for my necklace?
Oh, that's right. We can.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think we'll have to work on it somewhere else.
I'm going to say this. If you guys leave before the meeting, I'm going to roll randomly to see, if she gets suspicious. Because, the Cosmic is the one thing that Olwen and her serve.
We have
Leaving
one
before
use of
talking to
augury.
it is...
you can use
We can
augury.
use augury to
Augury.
figure out if there's a way to convince the Cosmic to keep this ruse up with Morgan.
Okay, what exactly are we asking augury? Are we asking augury should Gwyn go to the, or should Olwen go to the meeting? I don't know.
I
Should
think we
Olwen go to the meeting, what is the best way to make sure our ruse is not discovered?
I think the ruse is going to be I think someone said convincing the Cosmic to help Gwyn keep the ruse up. I think
Oh yeah, I didn't mean
Here,
not
I
discovered by the Cosmic.
typed
I
it-
meant not discovered by Morgan.
Maybe, yeah.
That's
Word's
a good
hard, but I
question.
typed one.
I'm
I like
thinking
that.
I'm thinking the best way, just out of character before we all agree, that the best way is to be like, well, you want Morgan to do stuff for you. Morgan's more likely to do stuff and not be distracted by trying to get her daughter back.
Yeah. I
'Cause in
think
her
that's...
mind,
Maybe you could convince Morgan that you need to that you would like to talk to the Cosmic alone before she joins the conversation.
It's a good idea.
Oh God.
It's okay, you've got this.
Ah! I think that's a good question to use augury for. Oh.
I mean, is that what we're using it on?
I think so.
So, alternatively, this may be the perfect time to use the potion on her.
are you sure? Because
Oh my god.
that is
You want to do
kicking a
that to her?
beehive. That is kicking a
I
beehive.
don't.
I will
Oh my
let you know.
god.
I will let you know there is less potion. We've lost about 15%
That is true.
of it.
That's
It is
true.
not fully potent.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be kicking a beehive. I mean, it's your mom, so it's your call.
I
but
really don't want to.
That would be incredibly fucked up.
Unless we made her drink the everything wants to kill you one.
But then Gibbet would want to kill her. And we wouldn't be able to abscond with that creature.
It doesn't say uncontrollably want to kill her. We can convince him
I
to
think it's
just chill.
implied.
I don't think we'd be able to convince the Gibbet otherwise.
Either way, I think we should use that question for augury. That just
Okay.
just putting stuff out there, just putting something out there.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, yeah. Colin, can Jericho ask Augury, how do we convince the Cosmic that Gwyn's ruse is worthwhile to him to help her keep up?
As Jericho goes ahead and consults the fates, he would relay to you this message. The only way that the Cosmic would at all support keeping up this ruse is if the task that they had set out for Morgan gets done more efficiently. And that task involves this machine with the Gibbet and the Gelid engine.
Oh,
That
shit.
is what the Cosmic wants. And then using that machine. Like that is what they are after. So the only way to do it is if, like, honestly, if you can convince them that you could do it better. Because, like, the Cosmic doesn't, like, it's not in the Cosmic's best interest for all of you to walk free. And if the Cosmic sees this, it's gonna be like, oh, no. Don't let them go.
So maybe the potion actually isn't a bad idea.
Are you sure? Is that what we are going with?
I don't think we're definitively going with it yet, but the idea being that since the Cosmic wants this machine and he wants us to stay locked with Morgan, I'm assuming that he will tell her basically immediately.
That is
So our ruse,
what you could glean from Jericho's augury.
even if Gwyn is or is not there for that meeting, he will tell her. So maybe we just need to make sure she doesn't speak to him ever again. Because otherwise we are going to have created an immense problem.
Okay. I think someone with a high physical should be the one to do the honors.
Oh God.
I have the ribbon of sharpness.
Doesn't that just do damage rating and not actual physical checks?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm assuming if we needed to get through to health blocks.
Oh, I guess if we use the syringe, I was just thinking, like, someone made a joke about mother-daughter tea time before, but, like, I think that could just be the way to get her to ingest it.
Oh, true.
Yeah. The question is, I think if we want to do the mind wipe or everything wants to kill you.
I think it absolutely has to be the mind wipe if we're gonna do one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless we could get the
Because if
gibbet
she
a mile
survives,
away.
well, that's
Yeah.
true. But if she survives too, then that's a huge issue as well.
Well, the thing is, the mind wipe portion is permanent.
Yeah. But might be our. God, we might have to. Oh my god.
Hey, Mom, can we have tea? I just need to put my special sauce into it.
And then mix up our cups.
We still have coffee here.
That's
do
right,
have
Do still have
coffee!
coffee.
True.
I was just
Yes.
thinking about that.
Oh, the swamp coffee.
Can I, before we make a horrible decision, can I use sense emotional state on the gibbet because I love him?
Sure. Deep thankfulness, relief, happiness. Like the gibbet is overjoyed that it's with its favorite people again.
I'm
Oh my god.
assuming in the kitchen there is like things to add to drinks, sugar, honey,
Yeah.
something, you know.
Mhm.
I could be like, here, Mom, I made you this cup of coffee using your recipe and my additions. Try it.
Okay, you gotta be real certain she's got a special coffee recipe, though.
You
You gotta
I
could
mean-
say that you used my
was saying-
recipe.
Yeah, I was saying.
Just say
Not-
you added some of the leftover sunfire resin to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
just
Yeah.
to give it a nice little toasty kick.
You know, hey mom, I heard while we were traveling that this ingredient tastes really good. I thought you'd want to try it in coffee with me.
Yeah, I had some sunfire tea yesterday. She would have seen that.
Yeah.
I feel like she's taking a long time looking for these marshmallows, so if we're gonna do something, we gotta do it.
Have to do it soon. She'll
I-
come back at any moment.
Alright,
I-
I'm gonna hand Gwyn
God.
the fucking syringe.
I'm gonna put sunfire resin and the potion into a
That's
cup
sunfire
of
resin?
coffee. Okay.
Yeah,
It's gotta taste different, man.
Put a
fine.
little bit. Put a little bit.
Put a
You
little
can
bit of
have half an
sunfire
ounce.
resin. Put a
If
little
her mind
sunfire
is
resin,
gone, we can use
put
her
a
lab.
little bit of sunfire resin and the potion in a cup of coffee. Ah!
Oh.
And I'll put a cup for myself on the table, give everyone else a cup, not with potion of lobotomy in it, and I will wait politely for my mother to come back who trusts me and loves me and is
Gotcha.
I'm gonna
Trust
ruin her
me
life.
so
A
much.
really, really genuinely fucked up thing to do, and I do not feel good about it at all.
This is insanely fucked up. But you
Well,
know,
Your mom's
we're all gonna die if she finds out what we did. We are going to die more than anyone has ever died before.
It was also not a nice thing for us to do to her,
Yeah,
for the record.
And
at least
and this is for the good of the Skybound
she's
lands
happy.
too, because if she finds out, this whole place is raised.
Yeah.
So, at this moment, about 12:45, Morgan returns with a tray full of marshmallows that she dispenses to the gibbet, begins to happily munch away on them.
And when she comes in, Gwyn is going to stand up excitedly from where she is sitting, with the cup in hand, and walk over to Morgan and say, "Mom, I know you've been feeling terrible and anxious. these last few days, these last few years, everything. I made you this. Alfie's spoken very highly of. They said they had some yesterday. They spoke so highly of the effect that it has. I have scattered memories of watching them drink more of this, and I just made some for you. I thought it would help you. Please. I just want you to feel better.
Already. Best I could ever be. Thank you, Olin.
Please.
She'll take it. And you can see with a big smile on her face, she downs half the cup in one sip. It's delicious. Perhaps the best coffee I've ever tasted. It has that coffee taste to it. I'm very happy. It tastes like coffee. And she'll keep drinking it. As with each sip, you see the mountain that is her intellect fade, like a roaring bonfire burning its fuel away.
And I think as she is drinking it, Gwyn is going to put her hands on her shoulders and say, I'm right here, and I made this for you because I love you.
I'm going...
I love you.
I love you too. It's coffee. Is it hot here? Hot?
It might make you warm.
And you begin to see her skin starts to become translucent, then transparent as the effects of the potion begin to take effect. As she starts to go mute. And then you just feel this invisible form collapse back onto the couch. As when the cup finally drops from her hand, hits the ground, Gwyn. It's been completely drunk.
Gwyn's gonna just fall to her knees next to the couch and sob and hold her so she doesn't lose track of where she is. And just hold her.
And as you just kind of hold her, eventually the effects of the potion begin to wear off as it was diluted a bit. And you would see Morgan, eyes glazed over, capable of only basic functions, Gwyn. As you look into the eyes of the woman who created you, and there's nothing there. As the potion worked, you just gave her a magical lobotomy. And as you all stand there looking, it is here we will end the session for today.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All of you can take a level up.
Yay.
Yes.
The plan worked.
It fucking
I
worked.
don't know if I
against
want it.
all
That was-
odds.
Oh my god. She was happy.
Yeah.
She was happy. She was so happy.
Thank you for the session. That wasn't even
Am
my
I a
mom, and
bad
I'm about to
person?
start crying.
Yeah.
I'm so upset. Oh god. Thank you for the
Oh my
session.
gosh. That was incredible.
Thank you for the session.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah,
you,
thank you,
Scott.
Shannon. That was awesome.
You're welcome. Now you can use your mom's lab. I'm sorry.
We got our friend back.
Mm-hmm. Just had to lose a mother.